Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. First of all, welcome to my channel, guys. If you have not been here before, introduce yourself in the comment section below. This is going to be the volume review of the manga of If the Villainess and Villain Met and Fell in Love. She was all but disowned of her spirit contract, but she's still competing with her rival. Such a long name. Even the short name is a long name. But if you think, well, maybe I've heard him talk about that before. Yes, you have. I actually reviewed the light novel. Here it is. This is the light novel. I read most of it already. From what I've read in the light novel, I've passed the manga already, but the manga itself, it's really good. It's a nice thing to kind of see the story that you read come to life in the manga, and then eventually we'll see the anime, hopefully. So before anything, guys, go check out yempress.com. Yempress did provide this copy for you guys, for me to review for you, so make sure you give them some love. Yempress.com, that's the best place to check them out. They have a lot of stuff being released per month. It's just you know, I say it one and too many times, they're the ones that release the most here in the US. If you didn't know that, now you do. They release a lot of stuff here, and they really do appreciate, or they really do deserve the appreciation from us. So also, guys, if you haven't done so by this point, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. If you haven't checked out my other videos, you can do that after this video. Make sure you watch this video first, and then you can check out my other videos. There is playlists in the description below. Okay, so we follow two characters in this story. We have Brigitte, and then we have Yuri, and Yuri is a guy. Brigitte, the girl, she basically is disowned from a marriage that was pretty much something that she fell into but didn't really want to be in it eventually. It was a very much controlling marriage. It was one of the, you know, high nobles, I believe it was a prince actually, and he controlled everything basically. So he would tell her, you know what, I like dipsy dumb girls, and so she stopped studying, she stopped caring for herself. Like, she made herself the ideal girl for the prince, who it wasn't who she was. So she changed herself completely. First thing, love that, because that's such a true thing in this world, in our world. Don't change yourself so much. Change is good. I'm gonna put that out. Changing yourself for your spouse is good, with the appropriate change. Changing stuff like, oh yeah, I used to really love Star Wars, but now I hate it because my spouse hated it. That's kind of weird. Like, why is it that being forced upon you, or stuff like that? Like, she likes studying, but now she doesn't because her spouse doesn't like smart girls. That's not healthy change. You know, there is healthy change where your spouse and you together change and built yourselves up as a couple, but not all change is good and not all change is bad. So anyways, she's finally out of that, and we learn that she basically, she's hated by everyone. The only friend that she has is her maid. People don't like her because of who she was, and now she does a whole 360 change, and essentially she becomes more of a, I don't care about what you think about me, I'm just gonna study. And she gets pretty smart. I mean, she is smart, and she has an encounter very early on with Yuri. And Yuri, he is the top student of the class. He has class 1 spirit. She doesn't have, she has like a little nobody spirit, and she basically confronts him because he's a little arrogant about it, and confronts him about it, and basically puts herself in a bet that she bets that she can do better than him in the next exam. So she really goes into studying hard, and she really does a really good job, to be honest. But the day of the test, she is messed around with another student. Her tests, all her answers, oh, I'm so sorry guys, all her answers are being removed by a spirit. So she actually ends up having to write her answers over and over again, real fast, so that when the test is over, at least 80% of what she had written is left. And because of that, she does end up getting like 49 or 50 place in the whole school, which is not bad. She improved a lot, but she didn't beat the number one in the class, obviously. He does find out about the whole Shazam about it, and he threatens the people who basically messed around with his bet that they shouldn't be messing around, especially with something that he finds very important. Now, there's obviously other characters that are coming around here. They kind of seem more important in the light novel, to be honest. In the manga, they're a lot more side characters. But the prince, he doesn't want his ex to be there. He doesn't like her, so he has people under him trying to embarrass her, trying to make her look bad so that she can eventually move out of the school. On the other side of the coin, the girl that the prince is with, she's also being changed by the prince, but she also doesn't want to be beaten by the previous girl that the prince was with. So she's the one that does the whole charade of the answers of the test, so because she's jealous of her. The series ends with Yuri showing off his contract spirit to Brigitte. We learn that the contract spirit knows more than everyone does, and apparently Brigitte actually has a very strong spirit within her that she hasn't awakened yet. And the manga itself ends with the confrontation of Prince Joseph's retainer, the one that was sent to basically embarrass her, and that's how the volume ends. So that in a nutshell is volume 1. Really good series. Personally, I can't wait to see what volume 2 brings. Volume 1 in the light novel does cover more, so I don't want to say what else happens, but there's a lot of good stuff happening in this story. Volume 2 of this one hopefully will cover the second half of volume 1 of the light novel, maybe not, but we'll see. For now, guys, it's a great series. Go check it out. Go support Yempress, yempress.com. Again, one of the best companies that you guys can find here in the US. They have links where you guys can buy their items at different places. I do have a link myself in the description below that you guys can use. I do appreciate if you use that one. Thank you guys so much for the love and support that you show this channel. If you watched up to this point, subscribe. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.